there's a reset coming. And we as the people are going to decide if we stay divided, it's going to be the Great Reset. It's going to be the one world government centralized reset. If we can come together and we can organize properly, we can hijack this momentum. Like the train has already left the station, it's roaring down the tracks, and we can't stop it, but we can hijack it and turn that into the decentralized reset, right? Where we return power to the people, where things happen on a more local level. We want to decentralize finance, right? We don't want these massive central banks to just control our money and manipulate it and screw all of us all the time. We don't want these massive centralized mainstream media outlets to just manipulate everyone into hating each other and to never actually covering the problems and never holding our government accountable, right? We want that to be decentralized. And I think with Elon taking Twitter and like allowing more voices to arise, you see the beauty of like decentralized journalism, right? Anybody can come across some facts, and as long as they are presenting those in a way that they can be corroborated, then that is never a bad thing, right? So decentralized finance, decentralized media, and decentralized energy. I'm working with a company right now. This is one of my aces in the hole for some of the environmentalist lefties. I'm going to have those people throwing dirt on paintings and doing all this crazy stuff from the environmentalists. They're going to be backing us up too, because I'm working with a company right now, and it's been very tenuous because there's a lot of people trying to squash them. But they have decentralized modular nuclear fusion, right? That's clean enough for you to just have, like, if you're a big factory, instead of relying on the grid, you can get this for yourself. And their phase 2 is this other type of decentralized energy. And I am not a super duper rocket scientist, so I can't say the exact specific details, but I've seen it work. And it's not the Tesla thing of 0-point energy, but it's similar. So it's essentially a generation device that pulls energy out of like the background radiation of the world and of the magnetic field.
Free energy technology, correct?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So you could essentially, what that correlates to is you could have a emissionless, like you could have a phone that on the chip is built in one of these things, and you just never have to charge your phone ever. You could have an electric car that no matter how far you drive, no matter how long you use it for, you never have to charge it. Mm-hmm. And then they have these concepts, these modular generators for a house, where you spend the money for one generator one time, and now you have a power supply that hooks up to your house that you could use forever, right? Yes. Unlimited energy. Mm-hmm. And you can even pass this thing down to your kids, right? So you're...
Can I just explain? I just want to interject. I'm sorry to interrupt your flow. You know what the difference is between, let's say, Tesla's, he knows and has tested the Wardenclyffe Tower, pulling energy out of the ionosphere. It's available freely. You know what the difference is between Tesla's technology and the pay forever scheme with the AC/DC wires through the Edison system? Guess what the difference is? I think it was J.P. Morgan said he didn't like the Tesla mechanism. That was free. He can't put a meter on it and charge you forever. And that's why we have the electricity that we have now on a pay forever scheme versus the free energy, which is available to us, that J.P. Morgan couldn't put a meter on.
Yep, those British oligarchs, they've been dogging us out for a long time, right?
That's right.
And I think a lot of people, if they look more into Edison, they would see that Edison was a total fraud and invented nothing, and it was just a racketeer and a robber baron that stole everything that he ever invented.